Hey everybody, we are talking today about how to balance postponements, and I have to tell you, I'm confessing, I debated about whether or not, gosh, I'm so sweaty, I should take a shower or like fix my makeup before chatting with you, because I just finished my BeyondFit Life workout and I'm like dripping. Can you see? So I was gonna take a shower and get all like fixed up for our scope, and then I was like, no, like this is real life. Like when you do a hard workout, you're sweaty. Like my headband is like soaking wet. And I asked you to post sweaty selfies in our Facebook group for all our sisters today. So I thought, here's my sweaty selfie, okay? So you're listening while working out. Awesome, cool. Hey, from Holland. Actually, tell me really quick, and then I'll jump right into the content. Tell me where you're from, and oh, thanks. Sweaty. Tell me where you're from, and if you're new to the scope, or if you're a sister. So type new in the comments and give me your name, or type sister in the comments and give me your name so I know who all's here. Hey, Christina from Tip City. Man, like we are, Tip City's like growing. Our Beyond Fit girls, they are taking it over. Awesome. Oklahoma, hey. Philly, new, awesome. Sister from Oklahoma, cool. Ontario, hey, Amanda. Hey, from California, hey sisters, Christy, Texas, good. Eden, North Carolina, Erin, hey. Hey, recent sister, Maria, awesome, glad to have you. Okay, so we've got a couple creepers on there. Now, you guys know we love our creepers, but you won't creep for long. Hey, Charlotte, new sister, Whitney, awesome. We kind of joke when we talk about sisters, what we're talking about are ladies who are part of our Beyond Fit Life Club. So those of you who don't know me, I'm Kate, and I'm the creator of Beyond Fit Mom and our monthly membership group that's Beyond Fit Life. So Beyond Fit Life is where I upload all of my own personal, yay, Mexico, awesome. Cool. Oh, I actually just sent you an email, Diana, about your recipe for the soup, and we're getting that set to post on the blog. So thanks for sending that. And I was gonna talk to you more about some more recipes. So check your email. I just emailed you. Anyways, I upload my own personal workouts each month. They're different each month because I get bored with the same workouts over and over. So I figure you guys do too. So I upload new workouts each month. They're total body fat burning workouts. We do weight training circuits, targeted core training, and then a schedule that tells you like what to do each day of the month. So it's really easy to follow. Like I just print the schedule for my own self and mark the days off. Like this day I'm doing a workout. Yay, Rachel, thanks for sharing. This day I'm doing sprints, whatever, throughout the month. So all of our sisters on have access to a members portal where I upload all of that. We have lots of family friendly recipes. Christy, thanks for sharing. And just tips and tricks and all that. So if you want to check that out, you can check out beyondfitlife.com. But today we're talking specifically about hormones. So I like to talk about training. We talked about that yesterday, talking about how to fix your abdominal separation after having a baby. I like to talk about nutrition. We talked about that on Monday. And I like to talk about the missing piece of the puzzle, which all my sisters are going to comment below, and they're going to tell you what the missing piece of the puzzle is. Well, wait, because this is like a game changer. Yeah, you got it. It's hormones. Like training has to be in place. Nutrition has to be in place. But if you're having trouble, if you're like stuck at a plateau, you can't get results, you're frustrated, hormones, hey Diana, thanks for sharing. Hormones matter, and it's very important that you address this. So I have my degree in exercise physiology, which means that I'm really a geek. I'm a nerd, all out nerd when it comes to how our bodies work. And hormones are like a big piece of how our bodies function. So do I have any fellow nerds? Any moms on here who are like, I'm a nerd, I admit it. I like to know how our body works. And for new moms who are trying to lose baby weight, understanding how your body's working and how your system, you tell your body via hormones whether to burn or to store fat. So if you understand how that works, and then you kind of can recognize signs or symptoms of imbalances when there's an issue. Yeah, good. I love my nerds. Total nerd. Good. Awesome. Oh, thanks so much for sharing on Facebook. I really appreciate that. Okay, so yesterday we talked about the importance of healing and rebuilding your abdominal separation. And if you missed that, you can go back and watch that video. And you got a glimpse on Monday, like I said, about proper nutrition postpartum, okay? But one thing that many women are missing when it comes to nerd in the glasses, I love it, when it comes to their progress postpartum or losing the baby weight, whether your baby's 6 weeks old or 6 years old, is the balance of metabolic and kind of mom hormones is what I call them. So if your training is efficient, you're doing the right type of workouts, okay, and your nutrition is on track, okay, and you're still coming to a point where you're not reaching your goals, my answer to you is to fix your fat fighting hormones. Oh, you're about to have your 4th baby any day. Awesome. Well, this is perfect for you. And I talk to moms like so frustrated, like they're in tears coming to me. Like, I don't know what else to do. Like, I've been trying so hard and I'm not making progress. Well, a lot of times I can notice these symptoms of a hormonal imbalance, and then we can work through that. We can get their hormones balanced, and the weight, the fat just melts off. Seriously, it's like a game changer. So I was thinking through all the moms that I've worked with. I've worked with thousands of moms all across the world. And I kind of narrowed it down into 4 of the most common hormone imbalance symptoms. So these are the 4 most common, and I want you to take some notes. So get out a pen and paper. Risa's on. Yeah, so she's talking about Beyond Baby. That's our postpartum fat loss program where we talk about hormones, we talk about training, we talk about nutrition. And you can find out that information at beyondbaby.com. But I want everybody to get out a piece of paper and a pencil, and I want you to find that paper emoji with the little pencil. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Post that emoji in the comments when you're ready. And then we'll get started. So here are 4 of the most common symptoms of hormonal imbalances for moms, okay? And the first is trouble losing baby weight. Just across the board, if you are having trouble losing baby weight, this is oftentimes a sign that you have some hormonal imbalances going on, okay? So you guys know, you're smart. Calories in versus calories out, it doesn't always work. Like, you can track your calories. You could be living off chicken and broccoli. You can be like walking miles and miles and miles a day. Like, your Fitbit is blowing up with all your steps and you're still not making progress, okay? And I've seen lots of moms, and it's really frustrating, where they're really consistent with their workouts. Good, you're all getting ready. Yeah, it takes too long to find the emojis. I'm sorry. I'm such an emoji lover. And they're doing all the right things, but they're not making progress. And a lot of times this can be related to insulin resistance. And it may be diagnosed or it may not be diagnosed. But if you're having trouble losing baby weight, this is something that I want you to consider. It's really one of the main reasons that moms have trouble figuring out how to lose their weight. So here's why. And this is going to be a little geeky, so bear with me, okay? And I want you to show me some hearts if you're interested, so I know like we're following. Risa, thanks for sharing. Okay, so when you're pregnant, your placenta, it supplies nutrients to your growing baby, right? You guys know this. So your placenta provides nutrients and water to your baby. And the placenta is actually also responsible for making a lot of other hormones that are important for keeping and maintaining a healthy pregnancy. So early in your pregnancy, hormones can cause an increased insulin secretion and a decreased glucose production by the liver. And that can kind of lead to hypoglycemia in some women when you're pregnant in early stages, and that's just low blood glucose levels. So has anybody on here experienced that? Like, you didn't really have blood sugar issues like normally, but then you got pregnant and all of a sudden like you have low blood sugar. And you guys know the symptoms of that, like, maybe you feel fuzzy, maybe you're tired. Anybody experience that when you were pregnant? Yep. Okay. So it's very common. And then later in pregnancy, so that's early pregnancy. Then later in pregnancy, some of these hormones like estrogen, there's a bunch of hormones that are produced by the placenta and everything that's sustaining the pregnancy. They can actually have a blocking effect on insulin. And this causes a condition called insulin resistance. Now, how many of you did a blood glucose testing while you were pregnant? You either drank the drink or you tested your blood glucose with like a finger prick or whatever. Yeah, so that's you. Okay. So, this is a very, very common test, testing pregnant women's blood glucose levels, because insulin, when you're pregnant, it just kind of gets wacky, and insulin resistance can be developed during pregnancy. And so normally the pancreas is able to make additional insulin and kind of overcome and balance out insulin resistance. But when the production of insulin is not enough, or you're just not you're not able to balance it out, gestational diabetes can result. And so that's why so many doctors, in fact, I think it's like every doctor has to test a pregnant woman by a certain point for gestational diabetes. Has anybody had that while you're pregnant? Or you've probably been tested for it for sure. Yeah, you had to do the 3-hour test with your second. So if you have gestational diabetes during your pregnancy, it can go away after you have your baby, but sometimes it doesn't. Okay. And sometimes this condition doesn't return to normal after your pregnancy. And this is going to make it difficult. Sometimes it feels like it's going to be impossible to lose baby weight until this hormone issue is addressed. Okay, so that's number one. If you are just having trouble losing the baby weight, just kind of in general, you want to make sure that you don't have any of these issues. And on the blog, I have a bunch of tips for what to do if you think you're insulin resistant, how to know if you're insulin resistant, why it matters. So I'll share that with you in a little bit. But also, we have a quiz for you to take and to see if you fall into one of these categories. And you can find that at beyondfitmom.com/quiz. Okay. So beyondfitmom.com/quiz, and you'll download the quiz that's going to go over all of these symptoms. Okay. So that's number one. You're just, in general, you're having trouble losing baby weight. Symptom number 2 for moms that's very common is that they've noticed an increase in belly fat or a loss of muscle mass. So this is very, very common for new moms. And typically this is related to an imbalance of our stress hormones. So when your body's under a lot of stress, whether it's perceived stress, like, you're worried, or you're kind of, trying to balance a new life transition, or it's like physiological stress, like lack of sleep, right? Which, how many moms don't have probably both of those all the time? Your body produces a certain amount of a stress hormone. Specifically, I'm talking right now about cortisol. And this is the main stress hormone that your body produces in addition to epinephrine and norepinephrine. And these hormones are produced in the adrenal glands. Okay, so your body produces epinephrine, norepinephrine, and cortisol. It's produced by the adrenal glands, and it's produced when your body senses stress. So I want you to type stress in the comments if you've ever felt stress. Yay, I'm so glad you're on, Kristen. Okay, so Kristen is another Beyond Fit trainer, and she's in California, and she just launched her Beyond Fit bootcamp this week, right? The 14th you started. So if you are in California, you need to go and contact Kristen and get information so you can join her local bootcamp. Follow her for lots of tips and tricks too. Kristen, put up some emojis so everybody can follow you. And yeah, it's like stress. Stress all the time. So, your body, I wish I was closer to Kristen. Yeah, I know, because she's an awesome trainer, and it would be awesome for you to get to join her. You can join us at BeyondFit Life if you're not close though. So stress is, it creates a cascading effect of fat storage, really. And it stores fat specifically usually around your middle. Okay, so if you notice an increase in belly fat and maybe like a loss of muscle mass as well, those are 2 symptoms of imbalanced cortisol. And when cortisol levels are high for extended periods of time, like I said, it just causes your body to store fat and sometimes to refuse to burn the fat that you have, essentially because your body's like saving fuel. So cortisol is something we could talk all day about, and maybe I'll do another scope to talk kind of more about this issue and how it works. Are you guys interested in that, or you don't really care about the geeky stuff? Would you like a whole scope on cortisol and belly fat? Yes? No? Maybe we'll do it. Okay, so follow, and I'll add that to my list. Do you want to see my list? It's so long. of like things to scope about. I can't even find it. It's on my desk somewhere. Anyways, it's super long. So, okay, you're interested. So that's number 2. Number 3 is poor sleep. How many of you have poor sleep? And I'm not talking about like your baby's waking you up at night, but like you have trouble falling asleep, or you don't feel like when you're asleep, it's restful sleep. Anybody? Yeah, so hands are going up. So unfortunately, stress and increased cortisol levels can contribute to poor sleep as well. And what happens when this happens is that the lack of sleep actually causes more hormonal imbalances. And so it just leaves moms like, oh my gosh, like just really stressed and tired and not knowing what to do. So the quality of sleep and the quantity of sleep that you get each night impacts your body's ability to burn fat. Now, all of this kind of comes down to the fact that sleep, when you have sleep issues, it disrupts the production of the hormone leptin. And leptin is a hormone that helps your body to regulate your appetite and causes your body to feel full. Okay, so how many of you have ever craved fatty, sugary treats? Like you just have weird cravings, like you just really want junk. Or, maybe you're just really tired and you're stressed and you just notice that you have more cravings than normal. This is a symptom of leptin imbalance, and it can oftentimes be directly related to sleep issues. Okay, so another symptom that's related to sleep issues is low libido. I know this is sort of awkward to talk about, but I'm just going to say it. Without quality sleep, sex hormone production drops dramatically. Okay, so if you have any of these issues, you might want to look at how your body's sleeping. Okay, so most doctors, they recommend that women get 8 to 10 hours. Seriously, how can we get that? Of sleep each night to maintain hormonal balance. And I know that's really tough, okay? Because it's one mom talking to you. I can relate, it's tough. But it's really important, even if long periods of rest and sleep aren't in the cards for you, to make rest and recovery a focus of your fitness plan, okay? So I do not get 10 hours of sleep. It's just the stage of life I'm in. It's the season. But I don't overtrain because I know I'm not getting as much sleep as I need. I make sure that my workouts are efficient and that rest and recovery, like leisurely walks and stretching and foam rolling, is a part of my fitness plan. So that's why when you guys follow the BeyondFit Life schedule, each day of the month, you'll have days built in where we're focusing on rest and we're focusing on recovery. Now, if you think you suffer from not enough sleep, hands up. Me, I know I do. Here are some ideas that might help you. Set a daily bedtime and stick with it. I really try, because I just saw this question. I try to get in bed by 9-ish or 9:30, and I know that seems really early, but Patrick and I will get in bed and we'll typically, we like to watch just random TV shows. So we'll watch TV, and I know that they say don't do blue light, but for us it's like a time to lay down and relax. Maybe we'll watch something on Netflix or whatever, and that'll maybe be 30 minutes or so. We'll read or whatever and then fall asleep. But in addition to the bedtime, this is something that's really helped me, and it's trading long duration, moderate intensity workouts for short duration, high intensity resistance training. It really has helped with my rest and my recovery and balancing these hormones. And like I said too, adding slow leisurely walks is very important. Add those into your daily routine. And then this is a hard one because I'm such a coffee lover, but looking at maybe limiting caffeine consumption. If you're struggling with sleep, that's something that you might want to look at. Or focusing on magnesium intake. Magnesium is shown to help with sleep. Thank you guys for being on here and looking at me when I'm just so sweaty after my workout. That's a side note, but I appreciate it. I love you. So the first is if you're just generally having trouble losing weight. The second is if you are noticing a decrease in muscle mass or an increase in belly fat storage. The third is insomnia or issues with sleep. You're not getting enough sleep, you're having trouble falling asleep, your sleep's not restful. And the fourth, a symptom of hormonal imbalance is depression, anxiety, and irritability. How many of you guys have felt like this? this is like a real thing. Postpartum depression is tough. And whether you fall on the scale of being like clinically diagnosed or, not, it's something that's really real, okay? So depression, anxiety, irritability, these are all clues that you have an underlying hormone imbalance, okay? And it is so common for postpartum moms. And it is not something to take lightly. Okay, so I just want like a show of hearts. Like, we are sending love to our postpartum mamas because it is hard. It is hard, okay? Yeah, you felt it. You had it. So postpartum depression, anxiety, irritability, a lot of people kind of chalk them up to like new mom syndrome, okay? But the signs and symptoms, they can be intense. And if they last long, like they last a little bit longer, it might be something serious and it might be something to really consider looking at. No one really knows like the exact reasons why some moms develop postpartum depression and others don't. They have attributed this postpartum depression to physical changes and hormone changes that come after having a baby though. Okay. So it's not you, it's the hormones. Okay. You're good. You're okay. It's your body's all wacky. Thyroid levels, they can be off, and when that drops, when your thyroid levels drop, that can cause fatigue and that can cause depression. Other hormone changes postpartum that occur rapidly, they change blood pressure, they change immune system, they change your metabolism. Everything's changing, and sometimes it just takes a little while. Hey, thanks for being on. See you later. Have a great, happy Independence Day. It just takes a little while for your body to catch up, and these hormones play a role in how you feel, how your body functions, and how difficult it might be for you to lose the baby weight. Okay, so I have a quiz for you to download and to see if you might have some of these symptoms. So Deb's on. Deb, you're amazing. And this is early for you, so thanks for being on. Deb just posted the link. It's beyondfitmom.com/quiz. And this is just more in depth to cover what we talked about, because I'm like talking a million miles a minute. Sure, we can do a scope on foam rolling. I'll add that to my list. I'm talking so fast because I have to go pick up Jackson from preschool, and I'm going to at least like kind of fix my hair or something since I'm so sweaty. But here's the link again to download that quiz. And once you download that quiz, you can kind of figure out which area you fall into. And then I have links on the blog to help with cortisol. I have links on the blog to help with insulin resistance, with sleep. And so I have helpful things for you there. And also we have the Beyond Baby program. And I really encourage any mom who thinks that you have any of these issues to consider joining us. So the link for that is beyond-baby.com. And it's my postpartum fat loss program. Deb's the best. She just posted it. It's 12 weeks. And we cover training, we cover nutrition, and we cover things that balance these hormones. So it's the complete package, and it really works. Like, it is a game changer. Okay, so definitely check that out. And my blog is beyondfitmom.com/blog. And there's a really cool search button on the blog, so you can just type in what you're searching for, and it'll bring up past blog posts that will cover the topics that you're interested in. Okay, so that was it. Woo, that was a whirlwind. Was that helpful? Will you, yeah, you definitely need to join Beyond Baby. Will you type something in the comments to let me know I didn't just like bore you to death? Not snoozing. Type not snoozing in the comments. Because I know this stuff is so technical, and I'm such a hormone geek. Like, I just love it. So I'm just like, yeah. But I hope that it was helpful for you. Not snoozing. Good. Okay. Good. I'm so glad. So that's my goal. If you are going to take the time to watch and to join us on the scope, please, know how grateful I am. Like, I love connecting with you guys. I love connecting with our sisters. And even if you're not a sister, if you're in creeper status right now, you'll probably end up joining us because it's the best network of fit moms and fit ladies across the globe. So my goal is just to provide you with value and to help you live a healthy, happy, and balanced life. That's the goal. Okay, so I'm going to go get cleaned up, and go pick up Jackson from preschool, but there's the link again. Go to beyondfitmom.com/quiz and you can download the quiz to let you know, and it's important to know, you'll discover why you might not be making progress. After all your hard work, after all of your eating healthy, why are you not making progress? This quiz will help you. You'll discover like answers to how insulin might play a role with you in losing baby weight. Other things like balancing cortisol, sleeping better, why you might feel anxiety, depression, all of that with tips. It's all there, beyondfitmom.com/quiz. Okay. All right. I'm leaving. I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you have a great day. If you haven't posted your sweaty selfie in the BeyondFit Life group, I want you to do that because I showed you my sweaty selfie, so now it's your turn. Okay? I love you. I'll talk to you soon.